When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power. And beyond that, something truly special.
JackJacks Powers are so raw and powerful, and he is really an impressive little baby. He can phase through walls, levitate, transform into a fire monster, use laser vision, and transform into a demon-looking thing. With the Incredibles teaser dropping just before Coco and Frozone featurette, the hype for Disney is pretty high right now. Isn't that right, Syndrome?
Oh, this is just too good.
So I think it's perfect time to ask some big questions and dive into the lore I have been exploring for a while now. With many other supers like Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, Dash, and Frozone all only possessing one dominant power, it seems like a reasonable question to ask. Do all of JackJacks' powers make him the most powerful super in The Incredibles? Hello, I'm Isaac from Watso Videos, where we discuss fun topics for fun people, and today I am analyzing JackJacks' powers. If you'd like to check out the teaser trailer for yourself, The Incredibles, or the resources I used for this video, then check out all those links in the description. When Bob finally learns JackJack has powers like the rest of the family, he is so excited.
You have powers! Yeah, baby!
It's so cool seeing Mr. Incredible so happy for his kids, and I find it pretty interesting. Is he excited because they thought JackJack would never get powers? Was it because he was getting powers at such a young age? Or was he glad he had so many powers? Well, the reason Mr. Incredible is pumped about JackJack's reveal cannot be solely because of his multiple powers, because Bob knew supers with more than one power. To continue this video, I think it's time to get you acquainted with the National Supers Agency top secret database. I'm gonna need to see some ID, please. Okay, looks pretty good. I'll pass it over to Rick Decker.
Rick Decker, file 93718. These files contain highly classified information regarding the supers, their powers, weaknesses, and in some cases their secret identities.
See, the way I realized there were supers with more than one power was by looking through this database for the most powerful supers. There are other categories outside of power type which are integral to a super's effectiveness, but really right now we only know what JackJack's powers are and not much else about characteristics like his intelligence or endurance. First, there was Gamma Jack, whose power type meter was filled to the max. With the power to control radiation bursts and focus his abilities to disintegrate matter, I knew he would be a really capable super, even though most of the time I'm sure he was thinking,
no disintegration.
Out of all of the supers in the NSA's database, there was only one other who was rated with a maximum power type meter, Metaman. He had the ability to fly, had super strength, X-ray vision, a sonic scream, teleportation, magnetic manipulation, partial invisibility, and to cap it off, he could communicate with aquatic animals. Super useful. Not only was his power type at maximum, but so was his strength and endurance. The super team of Incredibles is awesome, but individually, Metaman was unbelievably powerful with a ton of abilities, and he's not the only one. Stratagal had subsonic flight, super strength, and could communicate with birds. And Violet had force fields and invisibility. At first, it may seem in the Incredibles universe that JackJack's numerous powers is an anomaly, but it is actually much more frequent than what the film lets on, meaning JackJack isn't the most powerful just because he has a diverse range of abilities. Maybe we should examine how his individual powers compare to other known supers' abilities to attempt to derive how powerful his abilities are individually. JackJack's laser vision is similar to Gazer Beam's ability to shoot intense laser blasts from his eyes, which receives him a low power type. Then JackJack's self-molecular manipulation allows him to transform himself into different elements or combust into flames, which is a more powerful version of Downburst's mid-level atomic manipulation that allows him to reshape matter into mainly bicycles.
I'm focusing in on trying to reshape different materials into bicycles.
Finally, his electric burst ability, seen in the teaser trailer, in my mind would function similarly to Frozone's ice generation, which is an upper division power type. Of course though, JackJack is being compared to individuals with one power. I need to compare him to the other diversely powerful super, Metaman. Metaman and JackJack share the ability to teleport, fly, and manipulate matter. For JackJack, that means his own atoms, and for Metaman, that means magnetic materials. While JackJack is missing out on some abilities of Metaman's powers, like super strength and X-ray vision, JackJack has his own unique powers that Metaman does not possess, like laser vision and the demon thing he turns into. Although not every ability JackJack has is extremely powerful, I think his powers are fairly comparable to Metaman, leading me to believe JackJack has a very high power type, and it's only going to get stronger. Through the audio files in the National Supers Agency database, we learn about how individuals discovered their powers. For Lucius, he found his powers as a child.
One day, I must have been, I don't know, maybe 1.5, 2 years old, and I had a glass of Kool-Aid, and I really wanted a popsicle. And in my mind, I was thinking, popsicle, next thing I know, Kool-Aid was frozen in the glass. I was like licking it, and from that point on, anytime I wanted to freeze something, I just thought about it being frozen, and it was frozen.
Years after only understanding he could create popsicles, Frozone is now a powerful super who can freeze the moisture in the air. We learn of another discovery of powers by Psychwave.
So in high school, that's when I realized I had the ability to possess other people, to send psychic waves to other people to get them to do things that I really wanted them to do.
After discovering their powers, Downburst explains best what went through their minds.
I thought I would try this whole superhero thing, see how that went for me.
From these power origin stories, I feel we have learned 3 things about the supers' superpowers. 1, the supers from the golden age of supers were normal people growing up since they went to high school like everyone else. They weren't grown in a government lab or anything like that. 2, we learned that powers can manifest at any point in an individual's life. And 3, we learned supers begin identifying their powers at small scales and grow from there. JackJack has comparable abilities to one of the most powerful supers we know of in The Incredibles at such a young age. Through reports by other supers, we know his powers will become refined over time and escalate in strength. He isn't unique because he has a lot of powers. Lots of supers possess multiple powers. It's the potential in each one of his abilities at this young age that indicates he will be very powerful, if not the most powerful we have ever seen. Hello! Guess what, everyone? The first full week of December is going to be Disney Princess Week here on Watso Videos. I'll be discussing the full stories of the first 7 Disney princesses each day. So if you like to stay up to date with when those videos come out, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you are feeling really excited to see the princess full stories, they will begin to be published on my Patreon account exclusively for my patrons. If you are interested in supporting the channel and earning some sweet rewards, then make sure to check out that page as well. So now it's time for the question of the day, sponsored by my patrons. Do you agree with me that JackJack is or will become the most powerful super? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section along with any other ideas you have for future Discovering Disney episodes. If you enjoyed this video, then click that like button. If you'd like to stay up to date with new magical videos, then click that subscribe button and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And to see more Watso videos, then check out some awesome pics over there. As always, thanks for watching and have a super day.